Hi everyone, I'm Holly from Nutrafarms, and we're here with Chef D today, and Chef D is going to show us how to make buttered chicken with Nutrafarms boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Thanks, Holly, and welcome to the Studio Kitchen. And yes, it is authentic. About probably 10 or so years ago, we were doing some YouTube videos for Chef D, and we were out in Vancouver, and we actually got to work with Vikram Vij, an amazing Indian chef you've probably seen him on Dragon's Den. He's been on the Food Network, and he taught me how to make a proper buttered chicken dish. And proper curry for that matter. And just remember, curry is not the curry powder that you buy at the grocery store, which is a great way of doing it. But a curry is actually a blend of different spices like cumin, like coriander, paprika, cardamom, tikka masala, garam masala, and even some cinnamon sometimes, and then we're going to put some fresh garlic and fresh ginger in with this. So, when you're making it, it's actually a blend of spices, and you want to layer the spices and toast the spices and get all that great flavor out. So we're going to start with a little bit of butter. Just warming up my pot here. It's a Dutch oven, so it can go on the stove. If you don't have a Dutch oven, a stainless steel pot works really great. Again, we're going to put in probably about 2 tablespoons of butter into the bottom of the pan. So we're just going to melt this. Again, you want the butter to melt thoroughly before you put your onions and your spices in, because if you don't, it's going to be steaming them versus actually frying them. Our butter's melted. You can hear the sizzle of it. That's what's so great. Now we're going to add our onions. And that would probably be one whole cooking onion. You can use half a Spanish onion, like I said before. If you don't have any of those and you have some leeks in the pantry, use the leeks. And as we start just sauteing off the onions, then we're going to add in our ginger and our garlic. Now, you don't want to add the garlic in first off because it's much more delicate and has a little bit more sugar in it, and it's going to burn really quickly. So you always want to have your onions in the bottom of the pan first. Now we're going to add in our garlic and our ginger. And if we're keeping track, it would be a tablespoon of garlic or 2 cloves and about half a knob of ginger. Just a small one, just about like. And we're going to cook this or saute this off until the onions are translucent, and then we're going to add our spices. Okay, so now our onions are translucent and looking beautiful. Our ginger's starting to soften. We really do need smell-o-vision sooner than later, I'm telling you this right now. So now we're going to take our blend, and as I mentioned to you, this is a blend, and we're going to add our blend in. We're going to probably add about 4 tablespoons. Okay, it was a generous 4 tablespoons, maybe more like 6. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roast this or toast this off. You just want to keep stirring it. But what's going to happen here is the natural oils in all the spices are going to come out. So it's going to intensify the flavor of the butter chicken. So you just start seeing, you want to kind of stir it till it gets that little golden brown. And then we're just going to add a little bit of moisture with some fresh tomatoes. A cup of fresh tomatoes. Then we have 1 cup of canned tomatoes. And the great thing is you can just break the whole tomato down. And you have this really great paste happening now with the tomatoes and all the spices and the onions, garlic and ginger. Again, continue stirring this. It's going to only be about a minute longer. Then we're going to take 4 cups of vegetable stock, or if you want to use chicken stock, you can, using some of the great Nutrafarm chicken bones to make your stock. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer probably for a good hour, just for all those flavors to incorporate. Then we're going to puree it, add a little bit of cream, and of course the Nutrafarms boneless chicken breast, and it'll be fantastic. So we're about 20 minutes in, and I'm going to show you how to puree this and add the cream to it. But in normal circumstances, I would let this go over an hour because you want all that flavor to melt. But also too, we have a finished one, and I just want to put our chicken in, and we're putting our chicken in raw into the sauce because I want all the flavor of what we've made, this great butter chicken sauce, to permeate the chicken. So in goes the Nutrafarms beautiful boneless breasted chicken. We're just going to give that a quick stir. And in about 15 minutes, that chicken is going to be completely done and So we're gonna take this off. I have our cutting board over here. I have our hand blender. And truth be told, if this was a normal day in the Chefdtv studio kitchen, I'd have the tunes really loud while I do this. Now you want to puree this till it's nice and smooth and all the lumps are out, or pieces of tomato, ginger, or onion are all pureed smooth. Now, you want to add 35% cream. You don't want to go anything less than this. If you put anything less, it's going to separate into the sauce. It'll look like scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are great for breakfast, but not for this. And we're going to slowly add in our cream. Fast forward, we're going to take this over. Kind of let this finish simmering, and it'll taste even better than it will right now. And then we're going to wait on our chicken about 13 more minutes, and it'll be good to go. We did our 15 minutes. I'm ready to eat. Are you ready to eat? Our chicken's perfectly done. You can serve this over some rice, some quinoa, even put it on a pizza. I've done it. It tastes amazing. Simple, easy dishes that you and your family can enjoy.